When I was young, I didn't have as much freedom because it was entertaining on the road. Then one day, my father tells me, here's a check for $300,000. I didn't know what to do with that. All I wanted to do was play. I wanted to play with little boys. I just wanted to play with little boys the whole time. I didn't really like playing with little girls. They wanted to be feisty. I always wanted to be the mama. They always wanted to be the mama, so that's why we didn't get along. Yes, the girls were getting naked in the room. The girls knew I didn't like that. The girls knew that. And then when the little boys was getting naked, then I was getting a little hot. But I would never hurt a little boy. I would never touch a little boy. When I was younger, I dated a lot of little boys. But I would never want to hurt a child. That's nothing I would ever want to do. I would never. Who wants to hurt a child? But a pedophile. And a pedophile, I'm not. No. I remember a little girl, she wanted to play with me. She wanted to play Easy Bake Oven. And I like to play house. I love to play with my Easy Bake Oven. Of course I didn't cook anything on it. Oh gosh, no. No, hell no. That's what I use the immigrants for. I don't cook on anything. The immigrants, they cook. They do very well. They cook soul food too. No, of course they're my kids. No. Oh goodness, no. The media. Oh no. Those are my kids. I'm hurting right now. No, I don't want to discuss that because I'm hurting. I'm really hurting. I'm hurting right now. Because I want to be Creole. I wanted to be Creole ever since I was a little boy. I wanted to be Creole. Didn't. Black people come in all different colors. Black people can come from the lightest light to the darkest dark. Even my family alone. My father's side. Do you know my father has different colored eyes? My father's eyes are gray. Yeah. Why would it matter if I was gay? If I was gay, would that make me any less of a person? No, it wouldn't. I don't think I need to let anybody know anything. I didn't get along with little girls. No. I always wanted to be the mama. And they wanted to be the mama, and I didn't agree with that. I really didn't. I wanted to be the mama. Ooh, but I love the little boys. Ooh. There was this one little boy. Ooh. I told Janet about him. At first he didn't believe in, kissing on the first date, and I told him, I said, honey, I done been around a lot of men, okay? I know people, I know a lot of people. I'm in the entertainment industry. And this particular little boy, after a while, he started putting his tongue in my throat. And yeah, I knew how to work him. I knew how to work them types. He was real nasty and strong. Oh, honey. But no, I don't know why anybody would think I don't know why anybody would think I would be gay. It's not right. Can't judge a book by its cover. My mother always told me that. And I know that. For little black boys in the United States, I know that. So I come back in and I'm hurting all over. They manhandled me and I have bruises all the way up to my neck. Right under here, I have bruises. They took the handcuffs. they shoved me onto the vehicle and they manhandled me. They yanked my arms. My arms had bruises. I had bruises all over my arms. Honey, they pushed me. They pushed me all the way down. I mean, I couldn't get up. I had to take Tylenol, Tums, Pepsid AC, Pepsid AD, energy pills. No, I'm not wearing makeup. Why would somebody think I was wearing makeup? Oh, no, I do not, and a lot of people, all I do is wear powder. All entertainers wear powder. That's all we do is wear powder. We do. That's all we do is wear powder. My nose look okay? Does it? Okay. Just want to make sure. Honey, you won't be catching me wearing no Walgreens eyelashes. You won't be catching me wearing it. Hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't go. Hell no. Of course I can cook. You just didn't know I can cook. Honey, I make the best greens. Everybody loves my greens. They love my greens. Everybody loves my greens. I do a little mix. I mix mine with Gloria's. I mix my greens with Gloria's. Yes. Everybody loves my greens. How humiliating that is. How humiliating that is for someone to see your private parts all over the internet. Everybody in the world saw my private parts. They took pictures of my private parts, and then they had my private parts all over the internet, so everybody in the world can see it, from China to Africa. They had it on children's sites, on Barney, on Sesame Street. They had my private parts being shown. Yes. That's why I don't like the media. I don't like the media because they twist things. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. But they twist things. I don't want to say too much, but they twist things. Nobody likes the media. Oh, goodness. What I've learned in this business, I don't think I would do it again. I really don't. But let me tell you about this boy. So he had called me on the phone or whatever, and I was like, hello? And he didn't greet me. So I said, honey, I'm Creole. I'm 100% Creole. No matter what you think, I am 100% Whitley Creole. Okay? And he's going to say, well, what does Creole have to do anything? Honey, Creole is what it is. And shouts out to Beyonce, because Creole is what's happening. And if you ain't Creole, then, shit. Okay? I wish don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because I will come over there. No, not at all. I would never touch a child on its private part. Never. No. I don't like the paparazzi. I don't like the media. No, because they change everything around. And then the prosecutor said that I took the child. Let's say this is the child, the poor child. The prosecutor said that I touched the child's private part, right there. And then the prosecutor said I caressed it. I did not touch the private part. I didn't. Who would want to hurt a child? That's nasty. That's naughty. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I used to always get spankings. My father used to put me over his knee, and he used to go pat pat. I might care for the child. I might give the child a pat on the back, or maybe a little bit lower. But I would, or maybe right here, I would give the child, I would give the child a little pat right here. But I would never, ever, ever try to hurt a child. But a child knows. I would never hurt them. Now, if a child was acting up, I'd tap that ass so quick. Tap, tap, just like that. But I would never hurt a child. Pat, pat. But my private part. I gotta pee. I gotta pee pee. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Ooh, ooh. No, no. Cut the cameras off. No, I would never want to hurt a child. Cut the cameras off.